Good afternoon, dear students. Let's discuss about enzymes part 5 today. The content of today's discussion is therapeutic and diagnostic applications of enzymes and isoenzymes. Hope you know what are enzymes and the properties of enzymes. Everything you have already learned. Now we'll be seeing about its applications. What are the applications? They have diagnostic and therapeutic. What are diagnostic applications? Diagnostic means biochemical markers are used and analytical reagents are applied to diagnose the disease, where therapeutic applications are through enzymes the diseases are treated by means of enhancing normal functioning of enzymes. This is the diagnostic property and therapeutic property of an enzyme or isoenzyme. Coming to the therapeutic applications of enzyme, it is applicable in various diseases like treating cancer, infectious diseases, genetic disorders, clotting, diabetes, gastrointestinal diseases, damaged tissue treatment and others. Note down the specific enzymes mentioned near to the particular treatment. And here are the examples of therapeutic applications with the various enzymes: asparginase, streptokinase, urokinase, plasminogen, streptokinase, hyaluronidase, pancreatic enzymes, papain, alpha antitrypsin. There are various enzymes used to treat different diseases. You can read this. And enzymes as diagnostic agents for various diseases: urease, used in the estimation of urea present in the body; then uricase, glucose oxidase to determine glucose; peroxidase, hexokinase, cholesterol oxidase, lipase, alkaline phosphatase. There are various enzymes used to diagnose particular constituent biomolecule present in the body. Let's see about isoenzymes. With the last slide, therapeutic and diagnostic applications of enzymes got over. Now coming to isoenzymes. Isoenzymes are enzymes that catalyze identical chemical reactions, but they differ in their amino acid sequence. But they catalyze same chemical reactions. They are called as isoenzymes. Iso represents same. So enzymes are catalysts. So same reaction they catalyze. Only they differ in amino acid sequence. Then how these isoenzymes are formed? They are formed by homologous or recombination of gene pair. What is gene pair? Gene duplication. It is mentioned in the picture. See how gene duplication occurs to form isoenzymes. And here is the simple expression to differentiate what are enzymes and isoenzymes. Just they differ in the sequence. And this slide represents some examples of isoenzymes. There are 6 number of isoenzymes. They exist in different forms. Where they are located means the particular organs like alpha amylase in pancreas, alkaline phosphatase in bone and liver, creatine kinase in muscle and heart. So they are located in the particular part in the body. So if the particular tissue or organ gets damaged, the particular isoenzyme will get elevated. This represents the abnormality of that particular tissue. Thereby it is acting as diagnostic agents. And for better understanding, an illustration of lactate dehydrogenase isoenzyme is focused here. It has 5 different enzymes, isoenzymes of it: LDH1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You can find this enzyme during glycolysis pathway in anaerobic respiration. We will be discussing in carbohydrate metabolism what is anaerobic respiration and glycolysis pathway and where LDH plays major role there. And this slide represents different isoenzymes of LDH, lactate dehydrogenase, and their subunits their electrophoretic mobility, it will be varying to isoenzymes, different isoenzymes. Electrophoretic mobility also will be varying along with its amino acid sequence. And where and what tissue it is located, heart or muscle or brain, it is given, and how much percentage it is located. And the subunits are mentioned here. H represents heart and M represents muscle. And here are the examples of the therapeutic and diagnostic applications of isoenzymes. Various enzymes, where it is located, if concentration increased, what are the abnormalities it is used to diagnose. If it is decreased, what is the disease it represents. These are the conditions tabulated here. It is also the continuation of last slide with the enzymes and its location. When it is increased concentration, what disease it indicates. If it decreases, what it indicates. What abnormality occurs in the body, it indicates. And this table also represents the diagnostic application of enzymes, various enzymes. And this slide represents the graphical presentation of correlation of isoenzymes activity, how it rises when onset of some abnormality occurs. Okay, you can see lactate dehydrogenase, troponins, creatine kinase, and liver enzymes, alanine transaminase, aspartate transaminase, bilirubin, get raised during some disease condition like myocardial infarction and viral hepatitis. So with this we are coming to the end of therapeutic and diagnostic applications of enzymes and isoenzymes. In the next class we will be discussing about part 6 of enzymes. Thank you all for patient listening.